Just wanted to come here and update some information and say that I passed the trading combine, top step. I haven't been updating it as frequently as before because I've been in and out of being sick. But I just wanted to show this here that we had passed that trading combine. I did a 50K account, 50K account completed in 4 days. I was again I had to start a new one only because we had a problem where I forgot to close some positions on a previous account, and it ended up running up to like $14,000, and they wanted me to make another $40,000, and I just had them reset it. But I haven't been trading this account, so I just started back trading it. You can see March 28th, we got this trade here where it's a nice couple contract trade, couple contract trade, couple contracts trades, couple contracts trades. I wasn't in these trades for very long, but I had to take some losses on some of these because I didn't want to make too much. This is a bad day. This is a really bad day. You can see that I was in that trade very short and it completely ripped up on me. But these were all really good trades I had done. Um, this trade, this last trade where I got, it was mainly here. It was in the regular hours. It's right about here when we came up to this area. We came up above VWAP and we tested, and we came down. I literally, because I was trading 5 contracts, I only needed $1,000 at that time. So we came, it was literally just 6 points there, from here down to here, and that was it. That's all I needed for that, and that was pretty good trade. That was, I think I entered that one about here, right here. And then that was that. So I didn't have to trade for the rest of the day because I had already taken that, and I had to just balance out the account and take some losses so I can get back to the amount that I needed because I would have been over. I didn't want to be over. But that is that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just wanted to go over the market as well too. You can see on March 4th we came down to this area 57.52. We're actually a little bit below that 45. Touched it, and then we came back down here again today, 57.50, and it bounced. On SPY, it was around this area, 573.13, down to 572. So that's where the buyers respected it. So that's 2 buys down there. Nasdaq actually was very interesting because you can see we're getting a higher low. So instead of coming back down to this area, they visited a higher low. And on QQQ, you can see it here. This is the higher low. So we usually, on an uptrending market, you want to see higher lows. Obviously, SPY didn't get the higher low because we retested that same area, but this may be a good indication that we may be making a move. But on the futures chart, we have this resistance here. This is the same resistance that we came up and tested, that we closed at. The same resistance that pushed down price that previous day. So right there is where that resistance is sitting, just right around this area. So if we can't break that, well, either we don't break this. I believe Friday we'll probably get a break of this. I think tomorrow we might trade somewhere within this area and consolidate. And then Friday we'll get some buyers and move price up. Nasdaq is the same, almost exactly the same thing, where it's literally, look at that. Look at the resistance. They can't break it. And that's from, again, August 8th. That used to be support, where you see we got above it and we were trading above it, and now it's resistance. So we want to see if we can get above that. I don't want to say that we're going to get above it, but if we are going to get above it, it's going to be on Friday. We're on SPY and on QQQ. These are acting as support. So they came down, undercut a little bit, and then they bounced up. Came down, undercut, and then they bounced up. So we'll see what happens with this. So that's that with the indexes. Tesla, as I said, we wanted this to become a demand zone. This previous resistance, we wanted this to become demand, and it seems like buyers are buying it. So we did get some buying that's picked up, and we supported that, and then we got a higher low here. But you want to see, because there's a lot of resistance here. We have VWAP, and then we have possibly this here. As you can see, this is a sloping resistance anchored VWAP coming up. So this is what you have to be scared of on Tesla, is 301 area, because you don't want to come down. You don't want to get long and trade it up to here and not see that this resistance is here, because this is a potential that can push down price. So keep your eye on that. Apple, I don't want to go over that one. Amazon is what I wanted to go over mainly. I drew this, anchored this, the fibs here from September 9th when the move started up. And we are back in this zone here that was previously supported. And this is actually a 618 retracement on the fibs on the daily chart. And perfect touch and bounce. So there's definitely a lot of buyers here. You can see the volume on this candle, 33 million. On that day, though, there's a lot of volume of buyers that were sitting down there. So they came and they bought that up right down here on this day. You can see the volume kind of went down a little bit more, but you have buyers that are buying this here. Literally, as soon as it got above VWAP, it held the lows from pre-market. You can see these lows from pre-market here. It held it and then was gone. So buyers like that price. So keep your eye on Amazon. They're made with Tesla. There is resistances here. So I'll put this anchored VWAP. There is an anchored VWAP here. Then there's VWAP here. So keep your eye out. Don't get too bullish. This is a very nice area for Google. This is another example of a previous resistance area. You can see that previous resistance turned support and rocketed. Now we're back here again. What I'm expecting is a move up to either this anchored VWAP or somewhere around there, and you can start to see some profit taking, then a rejection and a move up. So I would like to see it come up to here, come down, and go up. And I think that's what will be perfect for the move, because I don't think it's going to keep going. It's just going to straight go. Like I said, I want to see up, test that, come down, and back up. That would be ideal for that there. So let's get rid of this. I don't know how to close this. Why is this doing that? NVIDIA, we undercut this anchored VWAP the other day with that massive selling day. We undercut that, and we are here testing this area. Now, if this area doesn't hold, this will be the next area that we're going to test. This is 103. And the way the chips are acting, like all the semiconductors, AMD, that, and then we'll go over to here to TSM. TSM is here. It's on an anchored VWAP. It undercut a little bit. The way these are all acting, and then we have Micron. They have a little bit more to go. This will possibly go down and test as well. So I'm expecting a little bit more of a pullback on NVIDIA. Possibly down to, like I said, to test this area 103. And after we get that test down there, I think we'll have some buyers stepping in, because that is a major support area. Similar to how this was, but it doesn't seem like it can bounce off of it as of right now. But that is most of everything that I wanted to go over. Uber is consolidating. You can see here that they don't know where they want to go. So you have this resistance here at 77. You have this support here at 73. This looks like a perfect opportunity as trade zones. So if you get an opportunity, you get up here. But you can see some higher lows here. Look at that, higher lows. Yeah, that looks like some higher lows. So you can see if this holds, we could break this on Friday. break out and go up and test this area. But you want to see tomorrow if these lows get held. You can see how it held, and then we came up and tried to come above, and it rejected. Came up, got rejected. Came up, and now we're trying again. So this is almost the same exact pattern. So you could potentially play this short. If they come here, this area, and you see some selling and they get below VWAP on the day, you can see how once it gets below VWAP, you get aggressive selling below VWAP. And then anything down under this 73, 73.54 is a perfect demand zone for buying. So you can play both sides. I believe tomorrow you could possibly play the short side if you can see selling off of this 76, 77 area. If this doesn't hold and it gets below VWAP, you can get short, just like how it did here. You can see it came up, tested that high of 77, got below, and it came down there. So this is a perfect opportunity. And let me see if we pull up. Sorry, here I don't have it ready. Let's get it over here. We pull this up here. We go to Uber and let's see what some of the volume. Oh, the volume is heavy call volume. Real heavy call volume. That's for the end of the week. Everybody's looking to see if they can get these buys. 700 contracts. So heavy call volume on Uber. That's mainly because of the move today, but some of these people that bought these puts, I don't know if these are, I can't tell, but some put volume. Let's go into next week. I don't think next week would be any different. Next week looks pretty balanced. Some high call volume on the 50, high put volume at the 75. There's a big order at the end of the day, 1,300 shares. Look at that. Yeah, somebody's onto something. I believe they see what I'm seeing. This resistance. This is a definitely. We'll track this tomorrow and I'll post and see if anything changes. But this definitely looks like a good opportunity that they saw for next week, where we could get selling if we go up and test 77 again. So they'll probably have the same idea as me, what I saw. And I don't know what they saw here on the long side, but that's that. Again, I'm gonna activate that Express funded account, and I'm going to get growing that account little by little, and I'll have an update for tomorrow. Okay, I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Bye bye.